All right.
There we go. I was muted. We're back. So we talked to Dahl last time, exhausted his dialogue. Just another corpse, leave it in peace. Nothing there. There are a few more encounters to be had in here, though. Are you such a one? Looks like it serves as a librarian, for it's carrying a huge stack of books in its arms. Examine the books. They appear to be old mortuary ledgers, none of them of any particular interest. As we search through the text, though, we notice a loose page folded between two of the books. We are suddenly struck with the feeling that someone tucked it there to hide it. Take the page. It doesn't look like it belongs with the ledgers. Looks like it belongs in a logbook. The tear is clean, as with a knife, so we suspect the page was removed on purpose. Read through it. We take a moment to read through the page. It's a list of dead bodies brought to the mortuary and logged in the receiving room. All the entries appear to be recent arrivals. We'll take the page and leave. I don't really understand what the point of this is. It doesn't tell us very much, except, it does reveal certain things about Farad, I believe. So, copper earring found in abdomen. Earring has been locked in southeast preparation room. Have an initiate from the third circle examine it. It has strange markings like those on contracted worker 79. Interesting. And there's also... Where is it? I have seen the individual before. As with previous entries, these shells Farad has brought also show signs of having been prepared. I've asked that the Initiative Emmerich launch an investigation into the matter. Furthermore, entry 16542 is one of Farad's gang. I've seen the individual before. I would ask Emmerich to pay heed to how the man died. Interesting. So he's, Farad seems to be bringing bodies that have already been prepared for burial to the Dustmen. Curious. And it does seem that he's bringing the dead of his own gang. Iveen. We see a slight young woman with pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck makes her appear as if she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger. Greetings. The woman does not respond. She seems too intent on the body in front of her. As we watch her work, we suddenly notice her hands. Her fingers are talons. They're darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives, removing organs. I said greetings. The woman makes no response. I think the dusty chip might be a bit short of hearing, Chief. Let's lay off, shall we? What's wrong with her hands?
Needed my journal.
She's a tiefling, Chief. They got fiend blood in their veins, usually 'cause some ancestor of theirs shared knickers with one demon or another. Makes some of them addled in the head, and that'll look into. Tap the woman, get her attention. She jumps and whips around to face us. Her eyes are as rotting yellow, with small orange dots for pupils. As she sees us, her expression changes from surprise to irritation, and she frowns at us. Greetings. She doesn't seem to have heard us. She leans forward, squinting, as if she can't quite make us out. Whatever is wrong with her eyes must make her terribly nearsighted. She clacks her taloned fingers together, then makes a strange motion with her hands. Find thread and embalming juice. Bring here to Iveen. Go, go, go. We've been assigned a quest. I had some questions first. She turns away. She makes no sign that she heard us. I think the dusty chit might be a bit short of hearing, Chief. Let's lay off, shall we? That is the voice I was doing for more last time, right? He's a New Yorker. He's flown here. Hey, Chief. You playing corpse or you putting blinds on the dusties? Took you for a debtor for sure.
What's up? Yeah? Huh? What? What's up, Chief? What's the word, Chief? What's up? Yeah? Huh?
Do they have a noid?
Art, like Latin. Women are the reason I became a monk. And, the reason I switched back. You know what? We should get some female zombies to join this party, right, Chief? You know, if I could click you wouldn't know a moment's peace.
Classic.
What's up?
Nameless has no responses.
All right.
Nothing. Let's keep moving. Hello. Shambling Corpse 821, so seen anything interesting going on? As we address the zombie, it blinks in surprise, eh? What? You're not a zombie. Who are you? The zombie's trying to respond behind stitched lips. He has a peculiar half-frightened, half-angry expression. Who you? What you want? I'm looking for a way out of here. Who lied? Why, I was looking for you. Looking for me? Why? He squints at us. You got message for me? Lie, yes, I have a message for you. What message? I have your new orders. He narrows his eyes like he's trying to figure us out. What orders? Tell me your mission. Me spy on Dusties. See what I see. Nothing more. What have you seen the Dustmen do? Nothing. They do nothing. Can't find nothing. Dead, dead. Just dead people. Dusties do nothing. His eyes narrow in conviction. Still I watch. I see. There was something else I wanted to ask you. What are you doing here? Do you know someone named Farad? Farad? The zombie frowns briefly in thought. Me here, he live in hive somewhere. He shakes his head. Not nowhere. He frowns again. Dusty's very mad. They not like Farad. Hive. Slums outside this place. Why don't the dustmen like Farad? He's a collector. Brings debtors to mortuary. Sells them to dustmen. Brings lots of debtors. Dusty's not know where he gets debtors. Think he's putting Burks in dead book. What? He's saying this Farad Burke has been selling a lot of debtors, corpses to the dustmen. That's what collectors do. They gather bodies and sell them to the dustmen. Sounds like this Farad's been selling so many debtors that the Dusties think he's been putting hivers in the dead book before their hour was up. You know, killing people. I see. There was something else I wanted to know. What you want to know? I'm missing a journal. Have you seen it? Don't know. Some Burke peel you? What? He wants to know if somebody robbed you. Probably what happened. I see. There was something else I wanted to know. I'm missing a journal. Can you tell me anything about doll? Scribe. Shrugs. Old. Yellow. There's nothing more to be said, I suppose. I wanted to know something else. Why'd you get to look like that? Me good at disguise. Me also got scars. Me wear lots of embalming fluid. Me make good zombie. The zombie giggles through stitched lips, then taps his head. Dusty's stupid. Yeah, they're the stupid ones, all right. The sarcasm is evidently lost on the zombie, who nods eagerly. Stupid Dusties. Me make good zombie. Doesn't that hurt? He looks at our scars. I ask you same question. Me, it not hurt much. Claps his chest. Me tough. That disguise is pretty good. Can you disguise me as a zombie? He looks us up and down for a few moments, mumbling, then nods. Uh-huh. Me need jar of embalming fluid, and he points at scars on our chest, and some needle and thread. I'll think about it. I had some other questions. Never mind. I have some other questions. How can I escape from here? He grunts. You can escape through portals, he waves his hand. Woof. Portals? What portals? Portals. The zombie waves around the area. Portals everywhere. Can you show me one of these portals? The zombie nods. You want out? Go to arch on first floor, northwest room. You need finger bone, shape of crook. He holds up his index finger and bends it into a crook. When you have key, go to arch, jump to secret crypt and can escape from there. Secret escape route. He nods eagerly. You can rest there. Crooked finger bone. Where am I going to find one of those? He shrugs. Must be one round somewhere. Look in storage rooms on upper floor, maybe there. Very well, I had some other questions. Never mind, I may come back later. Greetings. I was supposed to be able to have him give me all of his stuff and leave, but I guess I did questions instead. Oops, I have to leave. Farewell. Well, somebody's spying on the Dustman. We didn't quite find out who, but surely one of the other factions of the city. One moment. There we go. Attempting to prevent work from intruding on this recording should I get a message. Some embalming fluid. This rotting corpse is riddled with tubes. The yellow liquid is cycling through the tubes into a strange machine. The machine is making clicking noises like an insect. This is locked. We'll have to bash it.
Forced it.
Open. The ancient copper earring. Use it. Examine the grooves. Was it number 79 that had grooves that matched the... Yeah, this is the southeast preparation room. Very good. So we should keep an eye open for 79. Perhaps we'll find him. We didn't find any stitches, though, did we? How did we miss them? I'm sure there are some around. Oh, maybe normally it's the... Maybe normally this guy gives them to me. Now I think about it. So maybe I've missed my stitch opportunity. I don't know. Either way, let's talk to Irene again. Watch her. She's still dissecting the corpse's chest with her talons. The rhythm of the talons reminds us of something, but we can't quite recall what. Watch her and study the motion of her hands. As we study the motion of her hands, we feel the pricklings along our scalp, and suddenly we find our vision swimming, blurring, until we're standing in front of a freshly slain corpse, rigor mortis making a mockery of its smile. The number 42 has been stitched into its scalp. The zombie is lying on a slab. We've just finished stitching up its chest. We've placed something inside, something that may prove useful if we come this way again. Keep these things safe and wait for my return. The memory of our voice is an echo, strange and hollow to our ears. We cross our arms in front of our chest, and to our surprise, the corpse does too. After a moment, its hands fall back to its sides, and as it does, the vision fades, until we are watching Irene's hands make their stitching motions once more. We've regained a memory. We can find being 42, there should be something for us in its gut. But I wish we could see their numbers without having to talk to them. That would be convenient if it showed up on the tab display. Don't you reckon? All right.
I'm gone.
Oh, that's smooth area transitions, I think. Can we turn that off? I guess I like the name of the area showing up, even if I don't like the fade so much. I would prefer just a load screen, personally. But being reminded of where we are is sweet. The air roaring from the mouth of this immense furnace is incredibly hot. Walking even a few steps past the archway would almost certainly cause our hair and flesh to burst into flame. 996, repent. I have to ask, why the smock? I mean, it's not like you have anything to be modest about. Examine the skeleton carefully. Leave the skeleton in peace. Wonder if this Greybeard will mind if I borrow this body. Greybeard? Greybeard, you know, geezer, old fellow, yellow dog, old. Well, I don't think he's in any position to object. Why not take his body? Mort studies the skeleton for a moment, then shakes his head. Nah, I need a fresher one than this, and something with a little more dignity. This one's all creaky and fractured. And you're not? Oh, you're a sack full of laughs, Mort glares at us. Besides, you're one to talk, Burke. Mirrors beg for mercy when you're around. Oh yeah, at least I have all my parts. Mort snorts. We're not sure we managed it without lungs. Let me tell you, Mort, there's nothing more satisfying than walking around, swinging your arms, breathing the crisp air through the lungs. It's great to have a body. I'll have you know that helping you escape the preparation room has now been added to my growing list of regrets, Mort snorts again. I should have let you rot. Some more, that is. Glad you feel that way. Let's go. Uh-oh. Dustmen coming for us. Let's just run away. They're very slow. This container is locked.
Forced it.
Open. Open. Give me some needle and thread. Mortuary task list. Someone has penned a series of tasks in red ink on this scrap of parchment. I would like the contracted workers to be inspected thrice daily at the end of each work shift when the new initiates come on duty. We've experienced too many contracted collapses while engaged in heavy labor as of late, and I fear the embalming enchantments initially used on the corpses may be decaying, or may have been warped somehow. If the contracted workers could be inspected every 8 hours and raised if they have collapsed, then this would prevent the backlog of shells in the preparation rooms and free up more contracted workers for other duties. I do not wish collapsed bodies to be disposed of. When possible, the original contracted shells are to be raised and made to resume their duties. I've included spare embalming charms within the shelves for the initiates on duty. They are to be used only when the shells cannot be repaired with stitching and bandaging and applications of embalming fluid. This strange metal bracelet has directions inscribed on the side of it. Judging from the crude text, it appears to be the bracelet works by being held by a living creature. Then, while pronouncing a mantra to the true death, it is touched to the forehead of a zombie or skeleton. When this is done, a minor enchantment held within the item spreads to the corpse, strengthening their bones, killing traces of corpse rot and/or grave mold, and helping to seal minor tears in the skin. This item will work on either you or Mort. I guess we're dead enough. Grants us temporary hit points, very nice. Clot charm. This glistening blood drop is as hard and smooth as a pearl. When placed on the tongue, it dissolves instantly and spreads through the user's bloodstream. The charm stimulates the user's blood into clotting and scabbing over existing wounds, healing any minor damage the user may have suffered before consuming the charm. Furthermore, as long as the charm is in effect, the player's blood becomes more aware of new wounds that occur, especially any attacks that draw blood. The charmed individual becomes more resistant to slashing and piercing attacks, as their blood clots and scabs over the wounds as soon as the flesh is torn. A bone charm. This old finger bone charm has been hollowed out and tiny symbols have been scratched on its surface. User must snap it in two to activate it. Strengthens the user's skeleton to ward off breaks and fractures. Corpse fly charm. When swallowed, it causes you to spit out swarm flies. Jar of embalming fluid. This piece of charcoal is a charred bone fragment of some creature, perhaps a finger bone or a talon. Various symbols have been scratched onto its surface. The scratchings are so faint we almost miss them. Temporarily protects the user against flames and extreme heat. Dark Souls it ain't. But there's some material there. 683. String, there's some parchment in his skull. Leave the skeleton in peace. Mortuary reminder message. This is the third and last request for the pry bar. If it has been misplaced, tell me and I shall go to the hive market and purchase another. I have no objection to maintaining the contracted workers, but I've been trying to repair the skeletons, and the bolts are wedged in so tight I can't get them out. Also, some of the locks on the storage cabinets on the third floor have become stuck again due to the heat, and I need the pry bar to snap them open as well. If the pry bar is indeed lost, I will see about procuring the services of a locksmith and having the cabinet locks replaced. Your aid in this matter would be appreciated. An unrecognizable signature below. 1146. Leave the corpse in peace. The door is locked. We'll need a key. Junk will be useful later. A skeleton worker. 42. I think this may be the corpse I had a memory about. At the sound of our voice, the skeleton suddenly straightens. It crosses its arms over its chest, and its fingers hook onto its ribcage, across our own arms. In response, the skeleton drops its arms to its side. Leather cords securing the skeleton's torso snap, and the ribcage folds outward like a pair of double doors. Reach inside and feel around. To our surprise, our hand vanishes as we reach inside the ribcage. We have a strange feeling it's somewhere else. As we reach inside, our hand bumps against an invisible object, about the size of a fist, and seems to be attached to the skeleton's spine. Take the item out. As we pull the item out, the skeleton disintegrates. Whatever the item was, it seems to have been the only thing holding the skeleton together. An unremarkable lump of iron. Examine it. As we place it in both our hands on the lump of iron to examine it, there's a hiss and the metal evaporates, leaving behind a strange dagger, a handful of coins wrapped in a dirty cloth, and 2 bloody teardrops. These look like they were inside the lump of iron. Take the items and leave. Wow. The green steel knife. This razor-sharp knife has been forged out of the famed Batorian green steel, found only in the wastelands of Avernus. Avernus, as they say in BG3. This peculiar green ore can be tempered into metal much lighter than normal steel. In addition, green steel weapons tend to retain their remarkably fine edges and are capable of dealing out more damage than their standard counterparts. It's slightly better than the scalpel. Slightly. But stylish, surely. The cloth charms are nice, and I'll take the money. Leave the corpse in peace. One of these guys is supposed to... Oh, hello. Mort, are you gonna get ambushed over there? 613. Mort? Looks like they won't bother Mort.
Okay.
I guess he's just undead enough that he doesn't register around here. Hello? Excuse me, have you seen any skeletons walking around here? Examine the skeleton carefully. Leave the skeleton in peace. Leave the corpse in peace. 79. Examine the fanged circle. It looks like it was branded on the corpse's forehead long ago, presumably before it died. Might be a religious icon of some sort or a rite of passage. We notice that one of the recesses within the inner fangs is a small triangle within it, as if it has some special significance. I wonder if the space between the fangs matches the grooves on this copper earring I have. The corpse makes no reply. It looks like it's too far gone to answer any of our questions. Can we now insert our fingernail into the notch that matches where the triangle was pointing on the fanged circle we saw on Zombie 79's forehead? We hook our fingernail into the third groove from the top and press inwards. As we do, there's a click and the top of the earring snaps open. Not only can we wear the earring now, it also looks like there's a secret compartment inside. We shake it, but nothing comes out. Whatever was hidden there is gone now. Nice. It might be worth more as a result. It's a cool little stealth thing. This container is blocked. Let's deblock it. I can just press F1 to do that. Is that correct? No take all button. No take all button, really. Dustman request. 42, yeah. Raising of the body was warped. The worker responds to commands. When it's completed a task, it resumes pacing in the same circular pattern as it did before. Same walking pattern when it was a zombie decades ago. Interesting. There's the pry bar. It's not that lost. Is it a better weapon than what we're using now? Yes, it is. Not that we need to worry too much about that. With the difficulty cranked way down. Hello, don't want to kill you. What? Didn't I find a key? I guess I didn't find a key. I guess there's still one more spot I can check. My bad, I'll keep moving. No, where is the key? Not there. There's needle and thread. We checked all these, didn't we? I thought that the key was just in one of these areas around the edges. The crematorium. Well, let's go down to Ivine.
I'm gone.
Mortuary, second floor. Northeast preparation room. Yes, indeed. Ivine. We see Ivine. She's still dissecting it. Tap her, get her attention. Give her the needle and embalming through it. Without missing a beat, she snaps the thread from our hands and hooks it around one of her talons, then begins sewing up the corpse's chest. She then takes the embalming fluid and begins to apply a layer to the corpse. Wait. Within minutes, she's finished. She clicks her talons and turns to face us. To our surprise, she extends her hand and drags her talons along our arms and chest. Keep playing, Zombie. Looks like you have a new friend, Chief. You two need some time together, or... Keep playing, Zombie. As she traces our arms and chest, we suddenly notice she seems to be examining our scars. She withdraws her talons, clicks them twice, then bends forward and examines some of the tattoos on our chest. Who write on you? Hivers do that. No respect for zombies. Zombies done paintings. She sniffs, then pokes one of our scars. This one bad shape. Many scars, no preserves. Her talons suddenly hooked onto the thread that we brought her, and lightning-like, she jabs another talon into the skin near one of our scars. It feels barely more than a pinprick, but it looks like she's about to start stitching us up. Let her work. The sensation is curiously painless as Ivine begins to stitch up our scars. When she's done, she sniffs us, frowns, then stabs her fingers into the embalming fluid. Within minutes, she's dabbed our body with the fluid, and strangely enough, it makes us feel better. This one may be a second life from this may be the second time in my life I'm thankful I don't have a nose. Iveen puts the last touches on our body, gives us another sniff, nods, then makes a shooing motion with her talons. Done. Go. We did it. We survived. We got embalmed, stairs up and down. We don't need to find all of the stuff. I don't think we need to find the key, unless we can't go down without it. Hello. The door's locked. We'll need a key. Well, who has the damn key?
All right.
Excellent. I guess there was one little cabinet we didn't check. And lo, that was where the key was waiting for us. One little spot, a hammer too, wow, all the bludgeoning weapons of our dreams. Truly, the bone-breaking fantasy is real. Mortuary, second floor. Okay, it was stairs up and down, good. Oh, they're right here. Oh, this door was already open going down? Me here, hold. I don't want to talk to a dustman guard. There's still some people we want to talk to here, though. We were told about this Dianar character. Suego. Someone with a name. We'll hold off and talk to him later. The plaque on this beer is blank. Zombie Wicca. Take the tome from its hands, carefully. The tome appears to be a book of enchantments and wards. It's filled with diagrams and charts detailing various aspects of the necromantic arts. The book itself is extremely heavy. As awkward as the zombie is, it must be extremely strong. Leave the corpse in peace. The Tome of Bone and Ash. Guardians. We should move some of this shit over to Mort's inventory. There we go, move things over to Mort.
Done.
There's a couple of opportunities to score here. Another zombie worker. Leave the corpse in peace. Someone must be trying to come in and address us. There we go, like this jerk. Because we're being prevented from saving. Let's check out these big ol' skeletons. Before us is a giant skeleton in ornate bronze armor. The armor's been bolted onto the skeleton's frame, and a series of elaborate symbols have been carved across the breastplate. We wonder where the skeleton came from. We weren't aware they made humans in this size. The huge blade in its hands looks like it weighs as much as a wagon cart. How long have you been standing here? A long time? Mind if I hold that blade for a second? You must be getting tired of holding it. Examine the skeleton carefully. Its intricate bronze armor is riveted onto its ribcage and shoulder blades with a series of iron bolts. As we study the frame behind the armor, we notice the same iron bolts set into the skeleton's shoulder, elbow, pelvic, and knee joints. A mask of thick leather cords and heavy knotted ropes runs along the length of the skeleton's arms and legs, woven in such a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons. Examine the armor. Study the symbols engraved on them. Study the runes and try and recall the enchantment that we see. On its most basic level, they serve as a lesser armoring enchantment, but several skull-shaped runes and spherical tracings around the edges of the armor make us suspect several greater necromantic and warding enchantments are woven in as well. Wow. See if we can dispel the enchantment somehow. We suspect that marring them could do it. Compare them to the Tome of Bone and Ash. And then mar the runes backwards. Like so. Shabam. It collapses noisily to the floor. Damn pile of bones. We wait for a moment, but no one responds. Most of its gear is too old or heavy to be useful. But we do see a piece of its breastplate engraved with an enchantment on it. I have a feeling that it could be useful. Still can't save. Let's take out this other skeleton as well. Yep, dispel the enchantments. Compare to the tome. Or the runes backwards. Let's see what we got this time. I'll just take that then. And we leveled up. So level ups in this game are a little different than in Baldur's Gate, because here, every single level you gain an attribute point, which we'll be distributing evenly between these 3 attributes. Wisdom, charisma, and intelligence. Should be able to get them all quite high with that approach. Cannot save the game at this time, unfortunately, still. We still have a conversation to have down here, another skeleton. Dispel the enchantments, compare to the book, work them backwards, see what we got this time. We were getting rewards for this.
My skills have increased.
Runes of armor, greater and lesser warding. So I think if we become a wizard, we can inscribe those into our spell books. Poor Mort does not gain attribute points every time he levels up. He's not as cool as we are. Level 3 fighter. We're already a level 4 fighter. We're yards beyond him. Leagues away. Another one. Alright, I wish I could save. One misclick and I'll have a big fight on my hands. Dispel. Thank you. I believe we were told to look in the northwest. There we go, nice save. The northwestern. I think I said northeast, but Dahl told us northwest. And behold, this looks like a large tomb. The marble surface gives it a rather elegant look. It's Dayanara. We see a strikingly beautiful ghostly form behind us. Her arms are crossed and her eyes are closed. She has long flowing hair and her gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. As we watch, she stirs slightly and her eyes flicker. Wait.
You. What is it that brings you here? Have you come to see firsthand the misery you have wrought? Perhaps in death I still hold some shred of use for you, my love.
Her eyes slowly open and she blinks in confusion for a moment as if uncertain where she is. She looks around slowly, then sees us. Her tranquil face suddenly twists into a snarl. Her voice drops to a hiss. My love, do I know you? The spirit makes a begging motion with her hands. How can it be that the thieves of the mind continue to steal my name from your memory? Do you not remember me, my love? The ghost stretches out her arms. Think. Her voice becomes desperate again. The name Dayanara must evoke some memory within you. No, I'm sorry. My memories are lost to me. Then it is as I feared. I am truly lost to you, and what was once an inconvenience for you, you now have the excuse to discard. And what was once an inconvenience for you, you now have the excuse to discard me as you have my memory. Inconvenience, discard you. I do not know you, spirit. My memories are no more. Tell me, who are you? What do you know of me? You are one both blessed and cursed, my love, and you are one who is never far from my thoughts and heart. Blessed and cursed, what do you mean? The nature of your curse should be apparent, my love. Look at you, she points at us. Death rejects you. Your memories have abandoned you. Do you not pause and wonder why? I'm still trying to get my bearings, actually. What else can you tell me about myself? Memories aside, and assuming death has rejected me, why is that a curse? I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you have lost your memory. Perhaps it is a side effect of countless deaths. If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you will not even know enough to realize that you cannot die. You shall truly be doomed. Countless deaths. How long has this been going on? I do not truly know, except that it has gone on long enough. I had some other questions. What do you wish to know? Who are you? The spirit. Sorry, my memories are lost to me. Give me his discard. Yeah, blessed and cursed. What do you mean? The nature of your curse. I'm still trying to get my bearings. And what am I? I cannot. She suddenly freezes and she speaks slowly, carefully, as if her voice frightens her. The truth is this. You are one who dies many deaths. These deaths have given you the knowing of all things mortal, and in your hands lies the spark of life and death. Those that die near you carry a trace of themselves that you can bring forth. As Dianara speaks the words, a crawling sensation wells up in the back of our skull. We suddenly feel compelled to look at our hand. As we lift it up and look at it, we can see the blood coursing sluggishly through our arm, pouring into our muscles and in turn giving strength to our bones.
Updated
What?
my journal.
And we know Dianara is right. We suddenly remember how to coax the dimmest spark of life from a body and bring it forth. The thought both horrifies us and intrigues us. We've learned how to raise people from the dead. I had other questions. Can you tell me who I am? Can you tell me where I am? You are one both blessed and cursed. Where I am. Where you are? Why, you are here with me, my love, as in the times when life was something both of us shared. Now it is the eternal boundary that separates us. Eternal boundary. She sounds saddened. It is a barrier I fear you shall never cross, my love. It is the barrier between your life and what remains of mine. I see. Perhaps you could answer some other questions. Nothing now, Dianara, though I shall return. Farewell. Hold a moment. I learned much when I traveled with you, my love, and what you have lost I have retained. I have not divulged all that I know to you. My sight is clear, whilst you fumble in the darkness for a spark of a thought. What could you possibly say that would be of any interest to me, and what is it your sight sees that I do not? Time itself relaxes its hold, as the chill of oblivion slowly claims us, my love. Glimpses of things yet to come swarm across my vision. I see you, my love. I see you as you are now, and she grows quiet. What is it? What do you see? I see what lies ahead for you. It ripples through the plains, stemming outward from this point. Shall I speak of what I see? Tell me. First, I require a promise. Promise me you will return, that I will find some means to join me or save me. I find it hard to believe that a woman I once loved would blackmail promises from me with the promise of revelations. Have you no faith in me, Dianara? She looks taken aback, then her tone changes, her voice becoming almost pleading. I do not mean to extract a vow from you, my love. It is just that I have waited so long for you to join me beyond the... If you do not mean to extract a vow from me, Dianara, then do not do so. Now tell your vision, and we will speak no more of vows and promises. Dianara stiffens. She looks as if she's about to say something, then sighs in defeat. Very well, my love. As before, I shall have to place my trust in you. She closes her eyes.
My eyes see, my love, unfettered by the shackles of time. You shall meet enemies 3, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the plains. You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive, and be immortal no longer.
Destroy that which keeps me alive.
I know that you must die, while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond, into the lands of the dead.
Die while I still can.
Updated my journal.
I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you have lost your memory. Perhaps it is a side effect of countless deaths. We've heard this before. Farewell,
I shall wait for
Dianara.
you in death's halls, my love.
She smiles, but there's only sadness in it. She closes her eyes, and with an ethereal whisper, she fades. You back with me, Chief? You kind of drifted out on me there. No, I'm fine. You know who that spirit was? Eh? Spirit? That specter I was talking to. The woman. You're rattling your bone box with some woman? Where? Ward looks around, excited. What'd she look like? She was right on top of the beer, didn't you see her? No, you just kind of drifted out there for a bit. Just stood there, statue-like. I was a little worried you'd gone addled on me again. No, I'm fine, I think. Let's move on. And now we can raise the dead. Hopefully it won't be necessary with easy mode. But, wow, the portal opens for us. But let's not go there. Let's go this way. and talk to Suego. We see a tired-looking man in a black robe. His narrow face is extremely pale, and he doesn't look as if he's been sleeping. His shoulders are slumped, and the flesh sags loosely beneath his bloodshot eyes. He looks so lost in thought he doesn't even notice us. Greetings.
Journal.
Greetings. The man turns to face us and makes a slight bow. We suddenly notice that his eyes aren't bloodshot so much as they have a red tinge to them. I am Suego. How may I? He suddenly seems to notice our scars, and the corner of his mouth twitches. I'm sorry, Sarah. Are you lost? Yes. Well then, the corners of Suego's mouth twitch again as if in anticipation. Let me call the guards to lead you out. Stand a moment. He looks as he's about to call the guards. Hold a moment, please. There's no need to call the guards. I came for an internment earlier and just got turned around in the halls. Can you please lead me out? Suego nods and the corner of his mouth twitches. Why, of course. These halls can be confusing to visitors. No harm done, but you are not permitted here in the mortuary after 9 bells. Let me open the front gate for you. We talked our way out. Hopefully this guy will leave us alone. Nope. I seem to have gotten turned around. Thank you for your assistance. You can just kill people, even though you can really just say, I'm lost, and it's fine. Can we go? Seem to have gotten turned around. Thank you for the assistance. That might be a charisma check for all I know. Very well. The front gate is now unlocked, but you cannot re-enter. Could I ask you some questions? I'm not going to out the spy. If I may ask, are you all right? You seem tired. Suego manages a weak smile, and the corners of his mouth twitch slightly. I have recently taken ill. Minor fevers, nothing more. Sometimes they make sleep difficult. Anything I could do? He shakes his head. No, thank you for your concern. I will endure. He frowns slightly. Was there something else you wanted? Yes, I had some other questions. Do you know someone named Farad? Farad? Of course I know him. He frowns and his eyes gleam red. A ghoulish man. No respect for the dead and even less for the living. He is a scavenger. A collector. Collectors make their living gathering corpses and bringing them to the mortuary. We then make sure the bodies receive a proper burial. So if a collector found a body, mine for example, they might have brought it here and sold it to you. Yes. Suddenly it's extremely important that I find this Farad. Do you know where I could find him? I know he resides in the Hive, the slums outside the mortuary, but I do not know exactly where. Some of the other collectors may know, if they'll talk to you. What do collectors do again? I had some other questions. Missing a journal. A journal? He seems confused. No, I have not seen one. Never mind then. All right, I'm on my way out. And the shadows come. Pursuing us. The city of Sigil. Now, this is not actually the way Sigil is normally represented. Sigil is not on the inside of a great ring like this. Sigil is on the inside of a great tire, which is itself encircling the spire. Now, in my Sigil, that is not the case. It used to be on a big tire, but recently, some months gone, the peeling came, and the tire cranked back into just the ring, rearranging society and the city itself in one fell swoop. Dustman Gate Guard. We see a pale-faced dustman standing guard over the front gate. He's staring off across the city rooftops with a distant expression. As we approach, he turns to face us. Yes, I had some questions. He nods and waits. I don't need to ask every single person about every single thing necessarily. Although you never know. There's Pox, he's got a name. This cowled figure is hunched by the mortuary gate. His face is obscured by the shadows of his hood. What little we can see is his chin, which is covered with stubble and what appears to be a foul green and purple rash. The rash seems heaviest around his neck, fading as it crawls up to his chin. Greetings. The figure doesn't budge. There's a moment of silence, then he responds in a high-pitched voice that seems more suited to a girl of 10 years than a man. Hi. Who are you? Pox I am, hi. Pox? Mother and father named me, wished a pox on firstborn, a curse given. Come true I did, hi. Again our eyes are drawn to the purplish-green rash covering Pox's chin and neck. Oh, I had some more questions for you.
Hi?
What are you doing?
Waiting for debtors, do I? Hi?
Debtors, corpses, why?
Find a debtor, take him through the gate, get some jink, then again I wait. Hi?
Through the gate? Why?
A debtor's to a dustman, what coppers to a collector. Bringing the dead, they give you a copper at the gate, they do. Hi?
I see the front gate is the, why do the dustmen pay for the dead?
Streets clean, debtors put in their place. Streets don't stink, dead aren't lost, kept inside the gate. All happy, hi?
Is the front gate the only way into the mortuary?
Hi, only debtor or dustman go in the gate, they do. You want pox make you debtor again?
Again?
Hi, many time you ask, pox always do.
How many times exactly?
Many time, hi?
So we've met before?
Hi?
What do you know about me?
You a debtor who don't stay debtor for long, hi? Do you square with pox, you do?
Do you know anything else about me? Nope, just says the same thing again and again. Anything else beside that? I guess, alright. How about I just pretend to be dead and you sneak me in?
Let pox see you play debtor. You play debtor good, pox gets you in, hi?
Pretend to be dead. He watches our performance without a sound. When we get back up, he speaks.
Hi, pox sell you. You want to be sold now?
Maybe some other time. Farewell. Home. The dustman is dressed in long dark robes and his hands are folded into his sleeves. His head is bowed and he's chanting at a measured pace with the other dustmen around him. Greetings. He appears to have heard us, but he does not look up. I would like to speak with you. What are you doing? I would like to speak with you. I would like to speak with you a moment. What are you doing? I would like to speak with you. I would like to speak with you on what are you doing? Listen to their chanting. All the dustmen carry the exact same tone and rhythm. Their chant rises a near shout every few minutes, then slowly fades in a way that reminds us of an echo. Once it fades completely, the dustmen speak several lines praising the true death and begin their chant again. We all seek solace in its embrace. The obsidian monument has names chiseled on it. The man before us looks to be middle of height and years. He is stout with a thick, bullish neck, and his shoulders are hunched as if a great weight was pressing upon them. He wears an impatient look as he stares at the back monolith in front of him. Greetings. The man throws us a glance. There's room, Cutter. No need to ask my leave to stand here. Actually, I wanted to know what this monolith was. It's a tombstone for the plains, he scoffs. Graveyards of names are scratched on that rock. Can only hope my name's the one that'll split the stone in twain. He points at the base of the monolith. Quentin, right there, hammered in just hard enough to send the damn thing crashing down. Tombstone for the plains? Aye, Quentin smiles ruefully. The dusties scratch the names of the dead on this monument here. He gestures around him, and on the walls of this place. Not enough space by my reckoning, but no matter. They do their best. Can barely read half the names. What are you doing here? Reading the new arrivals. Try and find a new one every day. Try and remember if I knew him. Nothing more. The dustmen record the names of all that have died on this monument. Aye, they scratch them on this rock, and scratch them on the walls in this place too, Quentin scoffs. I don't know why they take so much trouble to take accounting of the dead. The dusties have more care for the living. The living? Aye, you know about the dustmen mourners that come to this place. They aren't mourning the dead, see. They're mourning the living. You can barely get a word in them edgewise without them asking to mourn some poor living Burke for you. Why do they mourn the living? Got me there, Cutter, he shrugs. Might want to put the question to them. Seems to me the dead are thrice worth the pity of any poor sod in this pit. He nods at the monument. Every name on there is blessed in my book, it is. Ever know anybody who came back after the name was put on there? You mean came back from death? Quentin shakes his head. Not a one, Cutter. Everything that lives dies, and that's the way of things, he shrugs. Still, considering the plains go on forever and all, I suppose anything's possible. I suppose so. Say, I had some other questions for you. Very nice, I see. Thanks. Thank you, Quentin. Sevtai. The woman's face looks broken and she's covered in scars. They look like bite marks and fingernail cuts. She's cradling the shreds of several rags in her hands and is staring emptily at the wall of the monument to the names there. Greetings. Get you back. The woman's teeth peel back, displaying a row of black canines. What you want of Sevtai? What's the matter? What's wrong? These chaos men wrecked my cart, attacked me, and killed 3 of my sisters who tried to stop them. Not sisters anymore. Now there's nothing but names on this memorial wall. Chaos men. Chaos men, a faction, they says. What they are is an adult bunch that runs wild through the hive and does whatever they please. We never did no harm to them. Then they lope in like dogs and tear apart anything within their reach. Who are these chaos men who attacked you? They're a hiver gang, a bunch of adult sods that call themselves the starved dogs barking or some such barmy nonsense. I wouldn't mind penning some men in the dead book for some coin. Their actions were unjust. If you wish, I can see that the matter is rectified. If 3 deaths they caused, then 3 deaths shall these starved dogs suffer. A copper earring in your purse if you pen 3 of those murdering sods in the dead books, Jig. I'll see to it that they're put in the dead book. Can you tell me where they might be found? Go to the south gate spireward from here, then walk around the block until you come to a place where men run in circles, howling at the sig sky. There's the starved dogs, they are. I'll go look for them then.
Updated my journal.
Death of names. We see a dust man with a crooked smile frozen on his face. Despite the smile, his eyes are as dull as stones. His right arm is shorter than the left, and he keeps it tucked to his side as if cradling a small child. Greetings. The dustman's eyes slide over us. Name. The way he speaks the word, it sounds like the tolling of a bell. I don't know. No name, no name. Can't help you. The dustman speaks in a curious sing-song voice. Need to give a name if you want to see where it's died.
Updated my
What?
journal.
Given a name when you're born, give it back when you need it no more. Death of names, death of names. His eyes swim across the monolith, then the walls of the area. Buried many names here, death of names has. Tell me a name, I'll show its grave. Dayanara. His eyes roll to the back of his head, then pop back. With a wild gleam, his eyes run across the walls of the monument, scanning the names at inhuman speed. He then points at a section of the wall. Buried. Examine the spot. Just as he says. I'd like to bury a name. Cost Jink to bury a name. 3 coppers. 3. No name today. Ingress. We see a haggard woman wrapped in rags. Her hair is disheveled and dirty, and her complexion is extremely dark. Burns cover her arms, and her right hand is a fused lump of flesh. It looks melted like wax exposed to a great heat. Greetings.
Updated my journal.
What is it you want me?
The woman's accent is thick, and we're having difficulty making out what she's saying.
You want me to leave? Not leaving this city, so I'm not. I can't try it. It's not the city as a prison to everywhere.
Everywhere.
There's worlds, there's
Her eyes gleam madly.
plains that be sinking sands, fields thirsty nettles be sightless worlds where your limbs are given life and hate, cities of dust whose people are dust and whisper ash, the house without doors, the twilight lands, the singing winds, the singing winds.
She starts to sob quietly, but she seems all out of tears.
And shadows, the terrible shadows there be.
Where are these places?
Where's them places?
She flings the lump of her right hand in an arc, gesturing at the cityscape.
There's all here be. Doors here to everywhere.
Doors.
You're not knowing this? She squints at us, and her teeth start chattering. Tell ye I will. Beware every space you walk through or touch in this thrice-cursed city. Doors, gates, arches, windows, picture frames, the open mouth of any statue, the spaces between shelves. Beware any space bounded on all sides. All these are doors to other places.
What do you mean?
Every door has a key, it does, and with this key they show their true nature. An arch becomes a portal, a picture frame becomes a portal, a window becomes a portal, all eager to take you someplace else. They steer you away.
She raises a lump on her right hand.
And sometimes what's on the other side takes part of you as a tithe.
What are these keys?
The keys number as many as the doors of this city. Every door a key, every key a door.
Her teeth start chattering again as if she's cold.
And a key is anything. It may be a feeling, an iron nail held between your second and fifth fingers, a thought 3 times, then once thought in reverse, or it may be a glass rose.
And these are all keys that open these doors.
My journal.
Yes.
Her teeth start chattering and she clenches her mouth closed and squints her eyes.
Yes. Can't leave.
How'd you get here? She seems to calm slightly and her eyes take on a 1,000-league stare.
Came from a place else from here almost a life ago. Hummed a tune by a glade with 2 dead trees that had fallen together. A brilliant door opened in the space between the crossed trees, showed me the city on the other side. I stepped through, ended here.
Why can't you go back?
Tried! She tries to sob again, but no tears come. Tried! All doors lead to other places.
She shudders and grips her melted right hand.
Went through thrice 10 portals, some a purpose, some a accident, and none of them right. Can't find way back.
There must be a portal that can take you back.
Can't even leave here, this square. And there, the place of death behind the gate waits for me.
She points at the mortuary behind the gate, then turns back to us, her face desperate.
Can't go anywhere in this city.
You can't go anywhere. What do you mean?
Anything could be a door. Any arch there, any door here could be a portal. Don't know the key, could get us sent to another horrible place.
Her teeth start chattering again.
Got to stay away from these closed spaces. All could be doors, could have a key on me, and I not be knowing it.
You're afraid to go through any door or arch because it might be a portal? She nods, her teeth chattering. How long have you been afraid of this?
She squints. Since the last time I walked through the last portal, the place where my hand.
She stops.
Since my 10th turning. I'm in my 10th turning now, huh? That now?
Her teeth began chattering again. 30 years? You haven't walked through any door for 30 years? Her vision seems to clear slightly. She looks up at us, her teeth still chattering. If you got here, there must be a portal that can take you back. It's only a matter of finding it. She smiles. Her teeth aren't chattering because she's cold. They're moving around inside her mouth, her gums twisting as the teeth shift about. They rise and recede as we watch, chattering as they rattle against each other. What? She hisses at us.
Only takes one portal you steps through an accident to drive the fear into you. I went through thrice 10, lost my hand, burned my flesh, and lost my sense.
She looks at her feet.
The more.
I'm sorry. If I can find some means to help you, I will. Farewell.
Dated my journal.
Classic. Hive thugs up here. We see a heavyset man. He has a stone-faced expression. Greetings. Attack him. Wham.
Damn it.
You can't hit me. We're on easy mode.
You see that?
Got some experience out of it. He's gonna clean up these streets. This is goofy. This is how this is going to go. They're just going to run off screen and we're going to be unable to catch them. Okay, we cornered him. Perfect. Beautiful. A couple coppers too. A rusty dagger. Perfect. Now what's in here? Small dwelling, Shalandra. Blast! I almost had it that time. Don't you know it's dangerous to interrupt spellcaster while revoking a spell? Luckily for you, I was only practicing. Well, what is it you want? My apologies for disturbing you. Farewell. There's no theft rules in this game, I don't think. If it's there, you can take it. I believe. Maybe that's not the case, because it's not the case in Baldur's Gate. Maybe there are. True death awaits an angry hive dweller. A hive thug, a dustman, a harlot. This is a unique NPC over here, actually. It doesn't look like she is because she wasn't given a real name, but she is. But we're coming up on an hour, so why don't we wrap that and we'll give it another shot next time. See you soon. Uh-oh. Oh, hang on. So what you're supposed to do here is to... How do I use my abilities? It's like special ability, Litany of Curses.
You leatherhead.
There we go. Now you won't run away.
What? Even 50 swigs of brandy wouldn't make you look good.
All right.
A blood clot charm. Very nice.
All right.
We're slaughtering these men by the dozen. Or at least 5 of them so far. All right. See you soon.